Ciao, what's up everybody? Alright, we're going to go walk around in District 1, take a look at things, go to Pasture Street, take a look at some other things, because a lot of you guys are going to be staying here for your trip. So, let's get right into it. Let's go walk around. Let's see what's around and not around. You're going to see some surprising closures, which I've already been alerted to. So, on Pasture Street. Hello! Let's go down there and take a look. How's everybody doing? Drop it in the comments. Thanks for tuning in to another Fat and Broke video. I appreciate you all. Got a pretty busy week coming up. Doing an orphanage tomorrow, donation. And I put feelers out in the lobby to see if anybody wants to help me go shopping. Because you do got to like box up all the stuff yourself and then take the boxes, put it in a taxi, and then take the taxi to the orphanage and unload the boxes at the orphanage into the orphanage. I can do it by myself, but hopefully a few people jump in. I think one guy's gonna come. So this Gaxiao chicken is still closed. I don't know why no one's rented this out. The only thing I can figure is the rent's probably high. Ushugi, one of the best barbecues out there. It's like Japanese Korean fusion. Very good. You cannot go wrong with that barbecue. And then the lady bars are here. I don't care about that shit. We're not down here to look at that. Easy. There's actually like shopping up here that the younger generation like to go to now, above the lady bars. So it's like unique clothing stores, stuff like this, and it goes 2 stories tall. So if you're looking for maybe some cool clothing, try checking out these two. I think there's even a couple coffee shops up there too. I've never gone up there to explore, but I shall one day. This barbecue I've never tried. It's really expensive. Maybe one day when I have money. And Sushi World's actually really decent sushi on a budget. They have really good set menus for lunch and stuff. We did a review there a long time ago, I don't know, 2 years ago. And then you've got the Japanese supermarket here, which you can get like soju, Japanese cigarettes, I do believe, and other stuff like that. Not soju, sake. But they've got all kinds of stuff directly from Japan. Of course, Fatty's is still open and going. The Snug Pub's new, if I remember right. So is the Legends Bar. I don't remember what they were before. And then, of course, you've got the Saigon Mall. Great mall. So if you're in this area and you're walking around, you get hot, go tuck in there for a little bit if you got to use the restroom. Good place to tuck into as well. Uniqlo. I think that's new. I don't remember there being a Uniqlo in there. But it's a nice mall. It's got a bunch of food in it too, some decent restaurants. Malls, as I've discussed before, are a big thing here. People like a mall here. It's not like in the Western society. And yes, tourists like to go to this mall too, all these malls. The Giga Mall I recommend the most. It has the most stuff to do. And any of the Aeon malls are really good here, as you've seen me shoot before. I'm starving. I cannot wait to have a banh mi for dinner. I hope her class is at the one with the banh mi. She goes to 2 different places. There's the city gym. It's a smaller, more compact city gym, but gets the job done. Winnie wants to start going to the gym, so I'll be getting my pump on at City Gym. Bench my 400 pounds in front of all the people. Show them what's good. Pasture Street actually looks a little busy right now. Selling some kind of begging for money. I don't even see lottery tickets for sale there. Lots of traffic. Wow. Explosive amount of traffic. Everything's coming back to life now that we got tourists coming in and everything's full circle and people aren't deathly scared of COVID anymore, as they shouldn't be. This is the subway, one of the entrance and exits here. They're finally starting to clear this all out. They're supposedly supposed to drop that blue wall all around soon. Z900 sounded like to me. Could have been the 6. It sounded higher. Probably the 9. Wasn't the 1000 though. So here's going to be your first surprise. Yes, I know people love Chuck's, but Chuck's is gone. He only has the Vincom one over by my house now. He has closed this location. I think we talked about it when I was in there, because I sat with him when I did my last review there, which hasn't been posted yet. It is on the Patreon though. But yeah, I think he said the rent here was expensive and they weren't going to like negotiate, so he pulled out. So as you can see, Chuck's is gone. Still pretty dilapidated. Shit, what the fuck, man? Water. Didn't get on the lens. You have that on occasion in Vietnam. They'll be cleaning a patio and not look down. Again, this used to be a wine bar, all gone. No one's rented it yet. And then you've got a Pasture Street Brewing Company here. Great place to have a beer. I recommend if you like craft beer, come check Pasture out. Good people that work at that place too. Fuji, I don't know what that is. Something Japanese. And then you've got Eddie's, which can be hit or miss. Kind of never know how Eddie's is going to be. I've had a few good meals there and I've had a few bad meals, and it's just not cheap, so I don't really go there anymore. It's not up my wheelhouse. So a lot of stuff still for rent, as you can see. A bunch of graffiti. It's just exploding lately. Graffiti is everywhere. There's a lot of traffic, man. Rush hour is not even really started yet. It's like 4:50. It'll start soon. Calm. Yeah, I'm gonna have me a banh mi for my meal today. Hopefully. This is the one of the museums, I do believe, like the War Museum. I don't shoot any of that stuff because nobody's coming on my channel to watch me talk about history, and I don't know, you know, I'm not a history guy. I'm not that smart. Like with that kind of stuff. As I think we all know that. Yeah, so the plan is to do the orphanage thing tomorrow, and then Friday, I don't know, I think Winnie's got a trip this weekend. She'll probably do a couple meetups. I will live stream at the meetups, but I'm just gonna live stream my face. I'm not gonna put other people on the live stream anymore for a while. More places for rent, as you can see. It is a little hot out. It's nice that the overcast is here to block the sun, but I'm starting to get my sweat on pretty decently. There's a nice little park over here as well. I would recommend, if you have some kind of motorbike experience, to rent a scooter when you're in Saigon. You can walk everywhere I go, like I do, but if you're not climatized to the weather, you're going to be sweating a lot. I still sweat a lot, just not as much as I used to. More stuff for rent. It's slowly coming back in this area. I have a feeling like a lot of these places, they probably charge a lot of money for rent, and that's where you're seeing not an aggressive amount of these things getting rented out. They're probably reverted back to pre-COVID prices, and some even higher than that to try to recoup, which I think you're seeing worldwide. That's why the hotels are more expensive here now, all of it. We're coming up on Saigon, or Vincom, the Vincom Mall. I'll show you a couple really good areas here. Oh boy, I just got an alert. What crypto drops now? The market's red. Gotta have them diamond hands though. Oh, Ethereum's up. Nice. Maybe we'll see a nice little market pump. I don't think we've seen the bottom yet though. But there will be a bottom soon, I reckon in a couple days. Or we might already saw it when it dipped into the 20 somethings for a minute. On the old Bitsy coin. Take no financial advice from Fat and Broke. I am fat and broke. So there's a lot of good restaurants right over here. One of my favorite restaurants in all of Vietnam is Bornga. Really good restaurant. I do recommend that if you like Korean barbecue, check that sucker out. There's plenty of other good ones too though. But Bornga always has a pretty high quality. They're all really nice there. Good staff. There's a bistro down here, a coffee shop. This is like a pretty popular coffee shop. Yeah, there's an H&M here, which actually is a pretty good H&M. They have a lot of stuff. They're usually pretty well stocked. Usually if I want to get clothes, that's where I go, H&M. Some stuff lasts a long time, some stuff's cheap. You can kind of like feel it and look at it now and get a feeling like for what is going to be good and not good. And the prices are the same here. And then the new play Underground, I think we filmed that before, but it's like a really hip and trendy place where the kids go to buy clothes. So also if you want to like support local clothes makers and like vendors and stuff, count. Sell some lottery tickets, sir. Then I'll buy one from you. Maybe this really good banh mi stand is open. It's a pretty good one. So there's a Hai Di Lao in here, also a fantastic restaurant. If you want to try hot pot for your first time, Hai Di Lao, I highly suggest it. Get the spicy broth and the beef bone, or the pork bone broth. It comes with like a knuckle in it, or like a knee, some part of the leg. And it really adds good flavor. And then take advantage of the sauce table, make a bunch of different sauces. It can add a great variety to it. This is a school getting out of school. This area is super congested with traffic when you come down this way. It's insanely congested. It gets gridlocked like this all the time. It's because there's so many cars. Like, cars are the problem here. Cars are the main issue. See, this guy's angling to go somewhere now where he's got nowhere to go. But here's Bornga. Delicious food. Love me some Bornga. You got a Circle K, and then you got Banchan, which, you know, some people say it's not as good as other ones, but me and Winnie have eaten there a few times, and we really like this Banchan. We got no issues with it. It's Korean fried chicken. And this lady's got killer sandwich here. Her doner kebab. So if you want like a really good doner kebab, this lady's got you. She's not here long though. She sells out every day usually. She's here until like 3. She's already starting to shut down. So if you want to get that kebab, you got to hit it before like 3. I'd recommend for lunch. Then you've got Heart of Darkness down here, and then another And then another expat bar next to it. And then this is a seafood place where you can buy live seafood. I'll show you. They'll let me walk in. It's got all kinds of cool shit in here. Like really, really high quality seafood. As you can see, they got they got lobsters. They've got huge king crab. Hello, how are you? Huge king crab. They got a couple of them. So green king crab from Russia. So about $100 for a kg. And I imagine those weigh around 1.5. And then you've got Canadian lobsters here. So you can buy any of the seafood and take it home and then you cook it. They got really high quality seafood here. I've never had a problem getting stuff here. You got the tiny lobsters down here. And again, Canadian lobster. So if you don't like the taste of a Vietnamese lobster, like the spiny, you can come here and get a different kind. Come on. Come on. But very interesting store. It's a super high-end seafood place. And if you're hankering to cook food on your own, it's the place to go. They've been redoing this building forever. I don't even know how long. Since I've lived here, that's been up on that building. I don't know what their plans are to do with it. And then here, up here, you've got a very kind of famous nook street of street food. I've filmed here quite a few times. The food here is absolutely delicious. You can't go wrong with it. So they've got all these little booths set up. I've never been in here where it's not busy. But as you can see, a bunch of different cooked stuff. All kinds of different stuff. This is this one I haven't had. I think it's the egg drop kind of style thing. Cooking up some meat over here. And then you got the drink ladies down here. And then there will be a few more here later. This really gets kicking at 5 to 7. You can't even drive in here. You can't get a seat. It's nearly impossible. It's a very good spot to come and try a bunch of different dishes though. You could not go wrong in there. I've eaten there quite a few times with my wife. We both like going there. In fact, we haven't been there in a while. Probably go there soon. It's a pretty good idea. The flower market if you want to buy your girl some flowers. Lynn does not like flowers. She would rather have money. Another flower store. And then this place on the corner, stay away from. This lady rips off foreigners. This banh mi stand in the corner. She'll charge a foreigner double price. It's insane. I haven't seen her around though anymore. So, oh, that was her right there. Yeah. If you're a local or a Vietnamese, you can buy there, but not if you're a tourist. Man. And you've got La Cuisine down here, the French restaurant I still haven't tried. I heard it's good. It just looks a little expensive. Maybe one day we'll try it out. I have no idea. A lot of people. Rush hour is rushing. It's starting to get hot out because the sun's back out. It was pretty low. Everybody running the light now, all the light runners. That will just eventually just block traffic. That is a big thing here on rush hour. Kind of just get used to it though. But I mean, as you can see, just in this little tour we just did, it's completely cranking in this area. So there's two CBG movie theaters, which I didn't know. There's one in the Vincom Center, and then there's one across at Parkson. I recommend you go to the Parkson one at the Unique Glow building. It's so good. Comfortable seats that recline, everybody gets a good view. I think that's gonna be like our go-to movie theater now. So the CGV on Parkson building, I think is a little bit better than the one on the Vincom. But that's how popular movies are here. Like, I think when we saw Doctor Strange 2, which was meh, it was all right. There's no Doctor Strange 1. Our whole movie theater was almost full. But we had nice, comfortable seats. Since the chairs go back and recline, you get a good view. Everybody gets a good view. And then there's the Japanese part over here, the Muji. I've still never really gone around in there. I reckon they won't have my size anyways. I felt 96 kgs. Starting to see a lot more tourists around this area too. H&M and Zara are really popular here. Like, always full, H&M and Zara. People always shopping. Hello. All these guys are delivering packages and then waiting to taxi. We'll finish off the last little bit in Queen Way, and we'll call it a vlog. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good tour of what's happening here in this area. And I wanted to do it at this time to show you like how busy it actually gets. A couple of vendors down here, food vendors. This is like the, oh, she cooks the, I don't really like those that much. It's like a pancake type deal. Not my thing. And then this drink lady's always here. You can get a cold drink on the go, or a box of hoons if you need to get some hoonin'. Again, the bikes, don't like them. Not to beat a dead horse. Let's cross the street here. The tourist centers are all open again, so I found it interesting to see that like Vietnamese really do like using these tour groups. Any kind of tourist area you go, there'll be a tour group. There is one in Sapa, like you'll find them everywhere. It's usually for the senior citizen crowd that really takes that. And then there's lots of high-end shopping here. I don't know much about high-end stuff. I don't think I ever will, but I guess this is like a good watch. All I know, like the watch is like Rolex. More COVID signs. Got to keep fighting the COVID. I wish it would all just go away. I wish I never had to do a news video again about COVID. Well, she's okay to give money to. She never asks. I give her money once a week whenever I see her. And then more high-end stuff. I don't know what Saint Laurent is. This is Union Square though. It's all super high-end stuff. As you can see, there's a Rolls Royce dealer right here. Bunch of just super high-end stuff. They actually sold one of these. You're starting to see them around. I've seen a couple Phantoms driving around now. I have no idea how much it costs here. It'd probably be impossible to get a price from them, because they don't want you to know that's like 10 times over what it should cost. Like they just raise the fee. That was a good walk. So more high-end. I think Gucci or Chanel is over here. Burberry is down here. So interesting stuff to see. And we've seen Winway about 7,452 times, so there's no need to do that. I thank you guys for watching. Again, if you like this video, it'd be cool if you subscribed. If you didn't, that's okay. And if you didn't like the video, you can hit do not recommend this channel. And if you're subscribed and you didn't like it, you can unsubscribe too. It's all good. My feelings won't be hurt. But I suspect a lot of you will enjoy this video, so I hope. And another high-end store, I don't know what it's called. All right, guys, stay frosty. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. See you in Vietnam. Peace out.